Cyber Threat Brief for August 2, 2026. A critical Ruby on Rails remote code execution vulnerability, CVE 2026-66066, CVSS, the Common Vulnerability Scoring System, 9.5, requires immediate patching for any app using active storage with libvips. Firmware flaw in Coldcard hardware wallets enabled a $70 million Bitcoin theft across 1,196 addresses. Healthcare continues to take hits. CareCloud disclosed a 350,000 record breach from its AWS environment. Deadlock ransomware claimed Spanish biopharma firm Dieter, and multiple hospitals reported phishing compromises. Here's the full breakdown of today's top security stories. Next section, critical alerts. Ruby on Rails remote code execution via active storage, CVE 2026-66066. An arbitrary file read in Rails active storage allows unauthenticated attackers to read any file accessible to the application process, including environment variables containing secret keybase and external credentials. Attackers can escalate file read to full remote code execution. CVSS, the Common Vulnerability Scoring System, 9.5, EPSS, the Exploit Prediction Scoring System, 0.17, 75th percentile. Affects applications using libvips for image processing that accept uploads from untrusted users. No evidence of exploitation in the wild as of July 30. Action: update active storage to 7.2, 3, 2, 8.0.5.1 or 8.1.3.1. Update libvips to 8.13+. Treat every secret readable by the application as potentially exposed and rotate credentials, especially secret keybase, database passwords, and API keys. Patching closes the vector but does not undo prior exfiltration. Source: Security Week. Next section, ransomware and extortion. Deadlock ransomware claims Spanish biopharma firm Dieter ransomware group. Deadlock listed biopharmaceutical company Dieter, Madrid, founded 1999, on its dark web leak site. Dieter manages sensitive patient and healthcare professional data accumulated over a decade. The double extortion approach threatens both encryption and data publication. Healthcare and pharma organizations remain high-value targets due to the sensitivity of medical records. Source: data breaches, net. Next section, IOCs and detection. Atomic Mac OS stealer AMOS, active campaign Sans ISC documented a live AMOS stealer infection chain. The attack uses fake Mac OS toolkit websites that instruct users to paste commands into terminal. The malware steals credentials, browser data, cryptocurrency wallets, and messenger data. IOC, command and control IP, 188.166.78.138, TCP/80, HTTP post/API/metrics/run/contact/API/bot/device info. Domains, getmacauscloud.com and 4 additional domains. See show notes for the full list. Hashes SHA-256, a hash indicator. See show notes for details. Initial ZSH script, a hash indicator. See show notes for details. Extracted script, a hash indicator. See show notes for details. Mako binary/TMP/helper, a hash indicator. See show notes for details. Persistence binary. Action: block the C2 IP and domains at your firewall/DNS layer. Add hashes to endpoint detection. Alert on Mac OS processes spawning from terminal with network connections to these indicators. Educate Mac users about paste from web social engineering. Source: Sans ISC. Next section, business and infrastructure threats. Coldcard hardware wallet firmware flaw enables $70 M Bitcoin theft. A firmware integration error dating to March 2021 caused Coldcard hardware wallets to use a weak software PRNG instead of the SDM32 hardware RNG for seed generation. Effective entropy dropped to roughly 40 bits on MK3 and 72 bits on MK4/MK5/Q. VS, the expected 128 bits for a 12-word BIP39 seed. Attacker exploited this to drain 1,082.65 BTC, $70.2 M, from 1,196 addresses in 41 minutes on July 30. CoinKite shipped emergency firmware on July 31. Affected versions: MK2/MK3 versions 4.0.0-4.1.9, MK4/MK5 before 5.6.0, Q before 1.5.0Q. Action: if your organization holds Bitcoin on Coldcard devices, update firmware immediately. Generate a new seed on patched firmware and transfer funds. Restoring an old seed does not fix the weakness. Seeds created with 50+ fair dice rolls are not affected by this specific bug. Review multisig quorums to ensure they do not rely entirely on affected cold card devices. Source: The Hacker News. CareCloud data breach impacts 350,000 plus individuals. Healthcare IT company CareCloud disclosed that attackers accessed an AWS environment hosting electronic health records within its CareCloud Health division. The breach, discovered March 16, 2026, compromised personal and medical information of at least 350,000 people. The incident highlights ongoing risks in cloud-hosted healthcare platforms. Source: Data breaches. Net. Oceanside, CA school district systems disrupted by suspected cyberattack. Oceanside Unified School District experienced disruptions to email, internet access, Google Drive, and other applications. The district confirmed a network disruption. Separate communications described it as a cyberattack. Systems are being restored. Source: Data breaches. Net. Next section: General security news. Healthcare phishing. 2 more facilities disclose breaches. Mon General Hospital, West Virginia, discovered a phishing attack on May 6 targeting a small number of employee accounts, potentially compromising patient personal and medical information. Separately, Go2 Health Clinic in Brisbane, Australia waited nearly 3 months after an April phishing attack to notify patients that their main email mailbox was accessed. The delayed notification pattern continues to be a problem in healthcare. Sources: Data breaches. Net. Mon General data breaches. Net. Go2 Health. Joomla extensions under active exploitation. CVSSV 310. 0 attackers are exploiting critical vulnerabilities. Perfect CVSS 10.0 scores in 2 Joomla extensions, IOCs and Balboa forms. Joomla powers roughly 1 million websites. Organizations running these extensions should patch or disable them immediately. Source: The Register. DEFCON 2026. Franklin Project and Bayachip One-Time Security Key Badge. DEFCON launched the Franklin Project, expanding the voting village model to enlist hackers in hardening critical infrastructure across the entire conference. This year's badge, designed by Bunny Huang, features the Bayachip One-Times, an open-source microcontroller designed for verifiable security. The badge doubles as a hardware security token post-conference, with published source code for inspection. Sources: Ars Technica. The Register. FCC data breach rules. Phase 6 Circuit, rehearing the 6th Circuit, will rehear in full a case upholding expanded telecom data breach notification rules. The FCC under Republican leadership has indicated it will likely reverse the rules, but industry groups and GOP lawmakers want the legal precedent eliminated as well. Source: Data breaches. Net. Next section: Patch priority. Ruby on Rails active storage critical. CVSS 9.5 update to 7.2. 3. 2, 8.0.5.1 or 8.1.3.1. Unauthenticated RCE path via file read. Rotate all application secrets after patching. Joomla IOCs and Balboa forms extensions. Critical. CVSS 10.0 active exploitation targeting ~1M Joomla sites. Patch or disable immediately. Cold card firmware. High emergency firmware for all models. New C generation required. Firmware update alone is insufficient. libvips high update to 8.13 plus in conjunction with Rails active storage patches. Next section: Vulnerability disclosures. CVE 2026-66066 Ruby on Rails active storage arbitrary file read. CVSS 9.5 critical. Unauthenticated arbitrary file read in Rails applications using libvips for active storage image processing. Affects apps accepting untrusted image uploads. The flaw stems from libvips unfuzzed, unsafe file operations that active storage failed to disable, leads to secret exfiltration and RCE, fixed in active storage 7.2.3.2. EPSS 0, 17, 75th percentile. No known exploitation as of July 30, and 2 additional IP addresses in the show notes. Source: Security Week. Next section: Trends and context. Healthcare remains the most targeted sector this cycle. 4 separate incidents: CareCloud, Dieter, Mon General, Go2 Health, spanning ransomware, cloud compromise, and phishing. The Go2 Health 3-month notification delay underscores that breach detection and disclosure timelines in healthcare remain a systemic problem. Supply chain trust in hardware is also under scrutiny, with the cold card PRNG flaw demonstrating that a single misconfigured build macro can undermine years of security assumptions. That concludes today's cyber threat brief. From Carolina Clear Tech. Stay patched, stay vigilant.